Hey everyone, it's VM Campos, Magic Fan. How are you doing? Welcome to another streaming Saturday with VM Campos. Hey, that's me. So what are you gonna see? What do we have in store for today on the stream? We're gonna play some Magic, of course, Magic Arena. Hey there, Daybreak. So we're gonna play some probably Premiere. We've got an event going on today too that we can check out. What else do we have in store? Oh, we're gonna look at some brand new decks. We'll do the art corner, question of the day. Where's my to-do list here? I swear I'm professional. It was not on the floor. So yeah, we're gonna get the daily quests in, play some draft, maybe do the event, maybe one-on-one if people want. One-on-one action, question of the day, magic news, and then the art of the day and such. That's what's in store for today. So welcome everywhere in the chat. How are you doing? Let me know what was the tastiest thing you ate today. I made myself some lasagna, so that was the tastiest thing I ate today. What about yourself? What did you eat recently or today that was tasty? Let's get into the game while you ponder that deep question right there. So tell me all about that. What did everyone have to eat today? I guess it doesn't have to be tasty, but tell me all about it. Okay, so we've got some quests to do. 20 white spells, 20 red or white spells, or 30 red or white spells. So it really wants me to play red or white. Let's blow through this really fast with my Boros deck, and there's no historic yet. Okay, well, I guess we'll play it this way. Here's my haste. Where is it? I've got this haste. Or I guess I can't play. Can I play this? Yeah, like historic is totally gone at the moment. That's dumb. I have this amazing Boros haste deck that is amazing. Actually, I can select it, right? Yeah, I can select it here, but yeah, it lets me play. It looks like I can't play historic, but yes, I hacked the system and I can play historic. So I'm going to play this Boros haste deck that when it works, it's amazing. It kills the opponent like on turn 2. One, either because they lose their will to live, or 2, because I actually did destroy them. So here we go. This is exactly what I want. I want to go first. I want my red and white mana. I want my 10th District Legionnaire, and I want an aura. Okay. This opponent has lost already. Lunchboxicus, sorry, but you've already lost. You just don't even know it. Or how does the phrase go? Omae wa mo shinderu. They don't even know that they're dead because check it. Turn 2 haste 2/2 attack. Then next turn I drop the frenzied rage, which gives it +2/+1. Oh, cinder mage, whatever that thing is called. But instead, I attach that. Oops, I get hit by 1 by Cinder, whatever. Do I need more mana? Sure. And then that gets a +2/+1, but it also becomes a 5/4 on turn 2. So that's 7 damage by turn 2. Let's see what else can they do here. That's what I'm telling you right there. They lost their will to live. Turn 2 kill. Turn 2 kill with my Boros haste. Sorry, Lunchboxicus. You have not found your Lunchables. Okay, let's try that again. Let's see if we can play against someone that has a little bit more gumption on their side of things. So, Creeditor X. Remind me, have you been on the stream before? Do I know you as a different sort of name somewhere throughout the internets? Now, I'm not trying to say that I have so many fans or whatever, but I don't recall your name. Okay, so what do we do with this? This is also, I've got what I need, kind of. I would rather go first, of course, but Battle in the Badlands TCG is my opponent. So are they trying to give some sort of self-promo that they're involved in some sort of Battle of the Bands thing? Okay, so let's see if we can do this again. So we're going to drop the district, go in for some attack, Next turn, I can equip the... Okay, so you're going to haste me on that. That's fine. I guess actually what I need to do here is play slightly... Oh, man. I need to decrease that Goblin War Chief because they are playing Goblin Tribal, and that War Chief is amazing, and so right now that's gonna unramp them. I missed a land drop. Ooh, Goblin Ringleader. Okay, so that's... Uh-oh. That's a good one, right? What did it do? It took... reveal the top 4 cards, put all goblins in there. Oh, not good. Okay, well, we're missing out of the land drop. So let's play this. That lets us then filter that. And then hopefully we get the next land drop. And not amazing. Okay, well, they're about to hit me. Okay, this will be a little trickier than before because I'm missing my land drops. They're going to play their 5 mana cost. Okay, actually they're going to do that. So, yeah. It's game over for me. Next turn, Goblin Trashmaster. Everything's going to get +2. That's going to be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's game over for me. So, can't really do anything here. Except go out in a blaze of glory. Well, I could do this. Equip this and hit a ping 1 or 2 things. So next turn is lethal for them, but let's see if I can make it. It's gonna be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's lethal for me. That's 13 damage. If they go all in, which if they're stream sniping me, no, Battle in the Badlands, that's not my strategy. You need to hold back. Hold back. Just attack with your 2/3/3s. That's all you need to do. So let's see, do they go for it? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, it's going to be exactly 13 right there because of the of that 1 point of Mentor. So that 1 point of Mentor damage. Whoops, I guess I forgot I can... I guess I forgot that I can attack, but I guess this is going to be a final lightning strike. Okay, actually, is this going to put me over the top? They want to destroy something. Okay, they're going to destroy one of the things I'm holding on to, which is fine. But I can still equip one more short sword. Okay, they're going to sacrifice one thing. Doesn't matter. Gonna destroy my other thing. Okay, I guess that'll get me. Maybe. Let me see my math here. Okay, never mind. Math is not my friend. So, yep, that Boros Hasty critter can do its thing, so let's go on to the next one. I'll just get some of these dailies and then we'll go to our other segments in just a moment. How's everyone doing on the chat there? Having a good day so far? Do anything cool today? I was very productive. I did laundry and dishes and all that amazing stuff that comes with being a homeowner. Haha. Okay, so what do we... I go first, but I've got nothing to work with. Okay, well, let's mulligan into something slightly better. That's still not great. And then that's as far as I'll mulligan. So, I guess it's going to be a little bit slow. I did 2 mulligans to get still into a turn 3 play. Okay, so I tell you, once the algorithm hates you, it hates you. Okay, so let's see here. The big idea with Valduck is that when you start to equip him, he makes a bunch of 3/1s with haste and trample. So let's see what we get here. They've got 3 man. Okay, this is double equips right here, so this is going to be kind of cool. Unless we have a fog, I guess. It's not so bad to get fogged. And then that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How much damage is that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 damage. Okay. It started off really slow, but this is game over for them unless they have a questing beast, and they don't. So Apidamac, or Apedamac, is that their name? Apidamac, that's what I'll say their name is. Couldn't quite handle Valduck all equipped up. I'm getting closer and closer to those dailies. Palawa is the only friendo on the chat over here, so not a lot of people playing at this time, I guess, of my friend list. Okay, so they have a Yorion. Interesting. I get to go first, and I'm going to have my sort of shock and awe strategy ready to go here. I could go with the complete Voltron of it all and equip the blade onto the district, or get Valduck out. Okay, Terry the Terramander turn 1, which I'll be able to ping away with my Piercer. They'll probably, however, add the Curious Obsession, so that I'm going to have to seal away. Let's see. Are they going to get? Are they going to live the dream? Turn to Curious Obsession? No. Interesting. Okay, so let's live our dream here. Actually, that's going to be a counter spell. So, or maybe something else. What are they going to do? Okay, so yep. Reading the card explains the card. Next, I suppose a Valduck. If they counter that, I've got more than one. It looks like they're missing some mana, which is never good for the opponent, but cracking a Fabled Passage before turn 4 is gotta hurt. So Tasty Hot Dog is the opponent, and they're playing Yorion, which needs 20 more cards than the minimum. Plus, you get to blink a lot of stuff. So let's see if we can wrap this game before the blinkage starts. Yep, opponent is thinking very hard to get their next land. While that's happening there, let's have this right here. Thank you. Let's do a shout out here to Felipe Al-Kayem. Ooh, I like that. Thank you, Felipe, for... Oops, they're going to counter that. So I guess they countered that, and they'll probably pause with... They'll probably pass with another open land, so that'll be a bunch of counters. I'm gonna need to play around that, which will be very hard. If I get my next land, I can... If I can get my 4th land, I can summon Valduck, and then equip the Heart Piercer to make more flashy, tramply elementals, but they're instead going to counter me here, so I'm fine losing that. They're going to be at their 5th. They're going to be at their 5th land. I doubt they'll bring out Yorion right away at 5. I'm missing my land drops and my small. You got your HDMI connection and watching from the big screen. Hey there. This is probably Gabe. Welcome. Thanks for visiting the podcast. Whoops, we've got some 1/1s coming at me, but they're tapped out, hopefully. So I can do something here. Okay, so once again I missed my land drop. If I had my land drop, I would have been able to finish off that Planeswalker. But they have all there, so they'll probably shatter the sky. Yeah, it's going to be hard to deal with this control opponent. I'm doing well, thank you very much. I just started streaming, and so what we've got in store for today is to do... Okay, they're going to blink Yorion. I guess that's fine. They're going to do one blinking of Yorion. They're going to tap out with all of their lands. These are all 1/1s, but I have a blocker. I guess they can't blink anything. Okay, that's fine. Let's do some of this. Let's attach a bunch of equipment here. That's the whole point of this. More equipment, more good. So even if they block whatever... Yeah, so that doesn't even make too much sense. Okay, so anyway, there's your Planeswalker. Let's see, what do they do next turn here? So they have nothing on the board, and what are they going to blink with that Yorion? Aw, man. Okay, fine. So cheap. Okay, well, I have one more Valduct to summon. Let's see if that can get through the counterspell defenses. So this is the... this is a Teferi, sure. It's not a big deal. Okay. They're gonna +1 that, but... And then attack with that. Okay. It looks like they still have one more thing, one more... They probably have a shock right there. So... I'm gonna give this a try. Yeah, they definitely have one more shock. These control players, not only do they control everything and are annoying, but then they're also slow. So the opponent is definitely taking their sweet time. Well, okay, we get that. And I guess we want to do this. So that was a single red damage, which took out one thing. We got double Teferis, okay. Guess we can live with that. What does Yorion do again? When it enters, exile any number of non-land permanents. So they used up their choice there. And now we're just wasting so much time trying to get rid of their Planeswalkers here. Oh yeah, I forgot about that Teferi. So, let's see here about baiting out a counterspell. Don't need that just yet. Okay, that counterspell doesn't do anything good. Let's just build up some of these 3/3s. Okay, so guess let's take out all of this, and over here and here. They'll probably block that Valduct, which is fine, but then I get to ping Yorion double time, but whoops, they've got that Divine Arrow, but I still get to ping that for 2, so okay. So, do you want to lose your Yorion or your Planeswalkers? Guess you do want to lose your Yorion. Okay, that probably means they have some sort of Shatter the Sky or something. And then still these Planeswalkers live. Wow, this is so annoying. This Azorius control annoyance. So how's everyone doing on the chat? Have you had good luck with your own Magic gameplay recently? How's everyone doing? Uh-oh, Blast Zone. Maybe came in a little bit late, though. Fires. Okay, plenty of magic, of mana to then... You'd like to play online sometime soon, yeah. I also like doing one-on-one with people, so if you want to, if you're able to get that all working, I'd love to do some one-on-one. So they need their hero Teferi to start. They need everything. Yeah, it's like this is, you know, if I wasn't wasting my time going after their planeswalkers, I would have already killed them. But next turn I can summon Captain Lannery, although they probably will have another counterspell, so I'm going to try to bait out. Actually, they cannot... How does this work? Because Fires doesn't let you play anything except... Let's just read this. So each opponent can cast spells only on any time they could cast a sorcery. So that doesn't count for me. Until end of next turn, you may cast... Okay, did they do... They did do the Flash. They did the Flash. So let's try to bait out this... this thing here. Will they have a reaction to that? So it is pausing for something, although it could be the Blast Zone. And they're looking at their own Fires of Invention. So yeah, this is kind of complicated, right? Because they can only do something on their turn. But they have Flash, and they have 2 of those. Okay, let's try to then do one more here. Let's bring out the Captain with haste. It might just be that their Blast Zone is stopping stuff. Okay, so 3 3/1s that I've got to use up against all of these Planeswalkers. Although, of course, they do the one red damage for... Well, they don't have any red mana. Flame Sweep or whatever it is. So, okay, they're going to go that way. So, should I just go at the opponent? How much damage is this? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This is just game over to just the opponent. I don't even have to bother with the Planeswalker. So, good game. God, such a... And then they just quit it. So good. Okay, wasting my time with 2 Teferis, Fires of Invention, and in the end it's... And then their Yorion companion, so... Take that stuff back to the ladder. Getting closer. Okay, got 1 of them. Very close to the next reward. Let's just go a little bit longer for the next reward, hopefully. And then we'll change topics for a little bit to do more stuff. So let's also give a shout out to Anne Funmalee 1988. Thanks for the follow. Very much appreciated. Okay, I get to go first. I don't have my hasty creature, but I do have the short sword and then the frenzied and the captain. So let's see against Major Kaveda how we can do against this opponent. So remember, kids, always say hello to your opponent before you defeat them. Turn 2 champion, turn 3 rage, plus the sword. This should be a pretty big boy if it lives. They get to scry. Okay, so let's see here. Will my champion live to turn 3? Then I'll equip 2 things, and then this will be like a 20/20, kind of. It'll be pretty big. Okay. Got double white or black white, and it's dead. They're looking at it, so that's a pacifism. Okay, fine. Let's do it this way instead. Now that's funny that they put a pacifism on me, and then it still gives it the +1. So, okay, we have that. I can bring out... I can put the Frenzied Rage on the Captain plus the sword. They got double black for a murder. So I foresee that's going to get murdered right there. They're casting down on the thing. So, oops. My creature's legendary, so you can't cast down. You can't cast down my creature, so whoops. And then they rage quit on that. Yeah, reading the card explains the card. Cast down's amazing, but it says target not non-legendary. So, okay. That's one more. Is this 4 wins in a row? And I'm at 22 out of 30. Hey, Rickman, thanks once again so much for those donated bits live on the podcast here. Cheering. Love those cheers. Thanks so much. How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good day. Thanks for spending some time here. On the stream, we've got a big old party. We've got Daybreak. We've got Gabe. Actually, how should I address you? G.H. Klein. We've got... who else has been here so far? Actually, just a moment. Let me... Oh, yeah. So we've got this I Go First. And am I drinking coffee? No, I didn't make any earlier. I didn't make any today, so I don't have any at the moment. I don't know how much more I need to get hyped. It's, 8 p.m. Pacific time. I don't know if I should be drinking coffee. Maybe I'll do the opposite. What's the opposite of coffee? Because coffee, increases your energy level, right? So the opposite of that would be the opposite. Okay, so let's put on some Sentinel's Eyes on her. And do we need another champion? Not really, we just need more equipment. Tea might be the opposite of coffee. Well, I take it in terms of like... Ooh, this has got vigilance. Beautiful. So coffee is still like gets you hyped versus... Depending on the tea, it's also got caffeine. They're reading my cards furiously. They're like, how is this a 4/4 with vigilance on turn 2? Turn 3. What do we want to do here? They're not going to attack, so we might as well put the other one on the board. So what I was getting at, that the opposite of coffee, if coffee has the caffeine that will hype you up, the opposite of hyping you up is bringing you down, so there might be a little bit of alcohol right there. We'll see what the drink of choice might be. But the opponent has passed with enough murder mana, so I guess we're about to get murdered here. And then I don't have any more equipments. There's the murder. So... don't have much in the graveyard to attach that Sentinel's Eyes yet. Let's see if they try to attack me. Strike me down and I will become more powerful than you can imagine. Let's see if they think, okay, I'm going to attack you. Oh, the Ozolith. Yeah, right. Let's see if they try to attack me with a 2/2 and I've got only a 1/1. And then a Healer's Hawk. Sure. Gain some life. Pass. And they'll probably chicken out. They're saying, that's just a 1/1. Okay, so GG. And, ooh, okay, perfect. Let's put some wings. Never mind that Red Bull. This gives you wings, plus a card draw. Beautiful. Oh, and then I can also put a Frenzied Rage here. Oh, man, this champion is getting Titanic. It's a 7/6. Well, obviously it'll all fall apart once they do one murder, but that's a 7/6 with Trample and Menace. Yeah, there we go. So it had Trample, it had Menace. That's why it wasn't even blockable. And they've got a 1/1 duck. And then over here and here. Oh yeah, that does the 3 damage. Okay, well, good game. So I guess the winning streak ends right here because they've got a 9/9. Doesn't have trample though. And then they've got a 4/4, and they've got the 1/1. So, well, I guess I'll have 2 blockers. I'm going to pretend I've got something in my hand. Yes, I'm about to put my instant. Are you sure about that? Your Orator is going to get instantly damaged? Okay, I guess not. So fine. And then I've got 2 blockers. So I have to block. What are they going to attack with? Well, I'll definitely block the bird. And then I have to block that 4/4. I mean that 9/9. And then there's a 4/4. So I've got blockers. Oh yeah, and I forgot, when I put the blade out, I get another blocker. So I guess, sorry about that, 2/2, you're dead. And then you have that. Okay, so I can attach this. And then bring out just another blocker. Attack with all of these big boys. You know what? I'll also attack with that 2/2, which will probably. Oops, that was a misplay. I thought she was a 3/2, but okay, that's even better. And then triple blocking on that. Fine. I'll take out your flyer, and then also do some damage with the captain. And that's... Whoops. I miscalculated that I needed blockers. I should have kept Valduk back. But okay. So, Rain AC GG. If I had kept 1 blocker back. Yeah. If I kept 1 blocker back, that would have been mine. Again, math is for blockers. So anyway, I think this gets me all of the rewards. Yep, there we go. Got some XP, got some gold. Let's go crack that pack. Heartless Act, I have plenty. Making claws, nothing that I'm really looking for. And then we've got another Kahira. I've got all the Kahira. No, actually, wait a minute. Do I have all the Kahiras yet? I think that Kahira is the final Kahira that I needed. So that's actually... Go edit that deck. Yeah, that completes my Kahira deck. Yeah, so Kahira as the companion, fight as 1, Divine Arrow, main serval, banishing, Kahira's Blade Banish, Cub Warden, Ugly Cat, Huntmaster Liger, Frondland, Vivian, and Plains. Okay, yeah, I guess that was actually good. It completed all of my... the things that I needed. Okay, good. So that was... I was playing this Ursat's one in the meantime. So let me just do something here. So I was playing a temporary version of the deck. Now I have all that I need, so that temporary one, I can delete that in a moment. And what was the difference? So I have the 4 fight as 1, 4 Divine Arrows, 4 Servals, I have the 4 Lights, I have the 3 Kahiras, the 2 blades. Yeah, I think I need something better than these banishing blades. Yeah, I'm gonna put in some conclave tribunals. Oops, just 2. And what's the sideboard again? Return, root, bronze, and thwart. I think I also possibly want some indestructible. Well, yeah, the fight as one gives indestructible, Karametra's Blessing, unbreakable formations. Yeah, let me put those. Well, that's 15 cards already. I have the bronze. I was thinking about the Bronze Hide Lion in the main board, a 3/3 on turn 2. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna put those in the main board instead of these main servals. They're 1/4 with vigilance, which then combo with the Frondland, but I think a 3/3 on turn 2 is a little better, and then when I get Kahira on turn 3, then that's a 4/4 on turn 3. So yeah, eventually I'll max that out. So we've got the removal, and then we'll put the Unbreak My Heart into the sideboard. If they've got a lot of burn or something. Okay, so that Kahira deck is finally complete. Look at all these Kahiras that I've got here, because that one was like the temporary one, which I've completed. Then I've got the Brawl Kahira, Singleton, Kahira, Ikoria only. So many Kahira decks. Let's play one game of the Kahira in just a moment, but let's shift gears for a moment. And let's go to the... Let's shift gears for a moment for the Art Corner. So if you're not following me on Twitter, twitter.com/vmcampos, I'm doing Drawing of the Day challenge. And that means that every single day I am drawing something and posting it on my Twitter, which then gets archived on my Flickr. My Flickr account is flickr.com/vmcamposjr. I wasn't able to claim VM Campos, even though I've had this Twitter account for like literally 10 years. This Flickr account, I mean. But anyway, let's look at what the recent drawings that I drew were. This is today's drawing. This just kind of like wizard, Black Wizard, Final Fantasy 1 kind of guy, I guess. This was just like completely off the top of the head. I did have a little bit of an idea of drawing a wizard guy, and it came out fine. This is with my 7B pen, 7B pencil. Very soft, very dark lead on that I like. I like how it picks up the texture of the paper. And so there's that from today. Let me turn on the fan actually, because it's getting a little warm. I've got these lights on and everything, and it's a little warm. Even though we had some rain today, it's still, the temperature isn't as good as it could be. Alright, so we've got this wizard character. That was today's drawing, and we've got what is going on with this? Is it crashing? Okay, then yesterday's drawing was... I don't know, is my internet bad or is Flickr bad? Okay, yesterday was just like some cartoon cat. He's totally, like, not impressed by you. He's got the, like, sarcastic eyes, however those are called. And, so, again, with the 7B pencil, nice, thick, black lines on that. Look at that, like, on the ear right there. Just love how that looks there. And, like, whiskers and stuff. and a sarcastic cat face. So just some sort of cat sketch. That was yesterday's drawing, and I like how the ears came out, a little pointy and cute and such. And then from 2 days ago, this is so dumb, a little embarrassing to show it. I drew it, so I guess I shouldn't be embarrassed about it, but it's a slice of pie, I guess. I don't know why I even drew that, but it's just, I don't know, a cheesecake, whatever that is. And it's still fresh out of the oven, I guess, because it's steaming right there. I was drawing 128. I've drawn over 128 drawings this year. Yeah, slice of pie. That's what I drew on the 7th. So we got a couple more. This was like a demon guy or something. Just a completely sketchy sketch with some sort of like evil face, kind of, and just yeah, like just a demon guy or something. And one more, it was then some other weird, what is this? I don't know, some alligator cartoon thing with a snout and huge eyes. Totally just a quick sketchy sort of thing. Yeah, so those were the last 5 drawings recently, so there's a few more coming. Actually, let's just show one more to show, end on a high note. Okay, so I drew this demon guy. This one I like. I sketched it and then inked it with my, I guess the 05 pen. So the edges are a little thin. I need to get, I've been saying this for like at least 2 weeks now, I need to get a new brush pen. The one that I have is kind of out of order. And so the edges are kind of simple. But then I went overboard with like the shading, and that's again with that 7B pen, that 7B pencil that gives those nice range of colors. And so yeah, I think it came out pretty well. Shadows are good. Overall, looking at it like that, so yeah, some demon from like Doom Part 4 or 12 or whatever. So those are the recent drawings that I did. What does everyone think? Which one do you like the best? The demon, the weird alligator guy or something, the cute demon guy, I guess, slice of pie, the sarcastic cat, or wizard guy? What does everyone like out of those recent ones? Vote now! Wizard guy, sarcastic cat, slice of pie, cute demon, alligator thing, and evil demon guy. Demon was phenomenal. Thank you. You like the wizard guy, and the cat and the pie come in third. Thanks. Yeah, thanks on that. It was... when I do these drawings, sometimes they do definitely feel like, okay, this is too harsh to say, but this one's phoning it in. But this one feels a little bit more effort, and this one feels like it's got life. I was saying that on the other stream, and I like how that one came out. Obviously, there's still room for improvement, but yeah, I like how that one came out as well. My friend, she always says everything that you draw has such cute eyes, even the things that you're trying to draw that are like evil. And I would agree sometimes. But yeah, okay. So thanks for that. Let's get back to some gameplay. So here's what we've got for gameplay today. We're gonna do the there's Yoshi9. Shout out to Yoshi9. He was on the podcast recently. aka Yoshi Islander. Go check out her episode. It was very recently. I just released episode 7.0, I think, or 7.1 this Friday. So go check out the podcast, and Yoshi was there recently as well. But anyway, we're definitely going to do draft soon. But the other event is the Festival Mountains of Mana, and this is watch your mana accelerate as impressively as the monsters of this epic and dangerous plane in this week's festival. At the beginning of each of your upkeeps, you'll create an artifact treasure token. So you get extra free mana. And I guess it's you bring your own deck. But cards are banned are Agent of Treachery, Blood Aspirant, Woodland Champion, Lavinia, Mayhem Devil, Good, Corvald, and Karn. So let's try this event for a little bit. At 0, you get Cubwarden Style. Good, that's way better than Ugly Cat Style. After that, you get Sea Dash Octopus, another cool style. After that is Dirgebat. Yeah, all of these are really cool styles. And Gem Razor, cool. Yeah, let's play this event. And I'll try it with Kahira. Fully realized Kahira. So this could be a cool aggro cat deck. Plus we get that free mana. Let's see what happens with so much mana. Let's see how many people are top decking stuff, net decking or whatever. So Joe Mofo is the opponent, and this will work. So they get their token right away. Yeah, that's 2 mana already on turn 1. And they have no plays. Okay, well, I get 2 mana on turn 1, so that means on turn 1 I get a 3/3. Okay, so I get a 3/3. Turn 1. Next turn, I get 3 mana in total for my Kahira, so I'll do that, and then after that... Okay, so obviously the other way to play this is just keep saving up your mana. So right here they've got 4 mana already, but they're gonna go with a 2/2 critter. Okay, not so bad. I have a Banishing Light. So if they have a big creature, this gets bigger. Fine. Conclave Tribunal. Okay, got some stuff that I want here. Playing very aggro. That'll be a 4/4 with Vigilance. They could have 2 giant growths here and take out my 4/4. But then if it dies, I get to then put it onto Kahira to make it indestructible. Yeah, let's see. Are they going to giant growth twice? Or at least once. Even once will do it. Yeah, they're going to giant growth once. Well, What are they going to do? Next turn, I can Huntmaster Liger. Well, next turn, actually, I'll do Main Serval so that then I can Huntmaster. So many decisions. If I Huntmaster on top of Kahira, that'll be good too. So yeah, all that effort to do... okay, they chose to block, but then they unblocked, but then they did the giant growth, but then they were not blocking. So, whoops. Pelt Collector. Sure. Another Beetle. So everything's a 2/2. Reading their own cards to confirm. I guess this is going to be a Rabid Bite. Okay, well, that earns you a Banishing Light. And the opponent contemplating very hard. Let's see here. I'll do an attack, and they probably won't double block. Hopefully they do, because then they'll think, okay, well, this is going to do 4 damage to a 3/3, but whoops, there might be a combat trick. Okay. This is suddenly a board wipe. There we go. Okay, so they've missed their land drop, I think. And... no, they have their 4th land drop. Okay, so they have 1 card in hand, and that's another freaking beetle? Are you kidding me? Okay, well, let's just get rid of this. Let's just get rid of this beetle and wreck this person's whole career. And then hopefully they rage quit after that, because they have absolutely no board and they're at the mercy of the top deck. So what do we want to do next turn? Okay, they do nothing, so that might be a fog. Let's set up for... a big attack eventually. This will be game over for them. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this will be game over for them unless they have a fog. This might be GG. Oh, there we go. They could have had like a huge creature, but... okay, so this game mode is interesting in that you have to think that you have free mana, so yeah, it's a little to get used to. But anyway, let's apply this Cub Warden style onto my Cub Warden, because I hate the art on the regular Cub Warden. Let's go in here, let's do the apply styles. Oh, I guess my Huntmaster Liger is also... oh, that's interesting. Huntmaster Liger is King Caesar. I kind of don't like that art compared to the old art. Let me ask you all there in the chat. Which one do you like better? How do you show the non... how do you show the non... the non-one card styles? Yeah, how do I show the non-card style? What is this? Oh yeah, because there's 3 styles of that. Yeah, I just want to see the plain one. How do I show the plain one? Okay, I guess here we go. So here's the various styles. How do you get all of these styles? Which... this style is from an event that is no longer running. Check back later. Ah, man, I missed that event. Okay, well, let's ask there in the chat. Which of these art styles do you like better for the Huntmaster Liger? So I had the basic one, of course. And how do you even get that full frame one? And then the cartoon one, it seems to be ungettable. This can be purchased. This one comes automatic. This one was some event that passed. And then this King Caesar, I don't even know how I got it. What do you think there in the chat? King Caesar doesn't even look like a cat. It says creature cat, but I guess I'll go with the Godzilla style, just to show off that I have it. And we'll get back to the event. So let's see if my cats can keep the winning streak going. Okay, so this they go first. That needs 4 mana. Yeah, I guess I'll keep this because then these divine arrows will be there in case they attack with something. Okay, so they have Zertok Goblin, okay. Are they going to haste it? Yes, okay. So we will have then our own Divine Arrow to hopefully take care of it, or this might be a fast game. You know, it's always these aggro decks ruining the fun or the control. That's the exact opposite of types of decks, right? People playing the aggro style versus the control style. Those are like the two extremes, aren't they? Okay. Very good. Okay, so what else do I want to do here? I'll have 3 mana in total, and I guess I'll save it for one more of these. Whenever a land card is put into your graveyard, you gain a life. Put the top card of your library into your graveyard. Interesting. So they've got a little bit of self-mill action going on, perhaps? If I get my next land, I can bring out my Frondland Felidar. That is not a land. Okay, well, I guess I'll bring out my companion, which I'll probably regret. So actually, let's wait. So they have 5 whole mana. What are you going to do with 5 mana? Maybe they just have a grip of burn cards. What are you up to, Nikki Wings? Okay, that's a 6/6, which I'm sure they're very proud of, but I'm proud of my removal. Because that's a big boy. Let's read that card there. Whenever one or more creatures you control with trample deal combat damage to a player, create one XX green dinosaur with trample, where X is the number of damage it has. So what's this one? Remove a counter. Who cares? Okay, so I guess here that'll be a big old 4/4. This is a 3/5. Let's see about setting up with some blockers. Now, actually, I'll have the indestructibility right here. I was going to say, I'm sure they're going to do that one spell that does the fight plus a +1, but I have the indestructible, so that'll hopefully save me. Oops, that's a 4/5. Destroy target land. Uh-oh. So they'll probably destroy a land, although that's not as important because we get free land here with our treasure. What are they going to choose to do? Hit my Felidar? Sure. That's way better than destroying my land. Definitely. Hey Stevie, how are you doing? Thanks for visiting. We're trying this event right over here. Huh, that's funny. If they remove that, that doesn't even matter. But anyway, yes, thanks for visiting. I just got chomped on by a worm, but I brushed it off no problem. Hopefully they don't read the card and then they attack. Nope, they didn't. Good. Ooh, Tribunal, that's exactly what I need. So let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this huge... Let's get rid of this huge 5/6, and I'm going to do it with blue mana. So the Crusher can do 2 damage to any target. They should probably do that with their worm, but actually that'll tap them out. Okay, good, they didn't. There's a 3/5 with Vigilance. Let's just psych them out. Okay, that was a complete psych out. I had no mana open, and we would have traded, but they took the damage instead because they didn't see that it was an Vigilance. So how's your day today? Ah, no. So how's your day today? Did you have a good day? Get productive and such? And then that gets, okay, that's a 10-5. Very nice. I guess they have one more. They have one more thing to do. Nah, that doesn't matter. Okay, so they're about to get banished. You saw the original Ghost in the Shell. Ooh, very nice. There's actually, did you see the original Ghost in the Shell, or did you see the sort of like not HD version, but there's one version that's relatively recent about puts you back. Yeah, that's from like 96, I think. So it takes you back 20 years. So this makes, oops, they're gonna make a bunch of 1-1s. Interesting. So that'll deserve a nice. Okay, I think what I can do here is bring out my Vivian and start making a bunch of 3/3s. And then my Felidar. That cleans them out there. Fine. I don't think we need... I guess a Trample will be better here. Yeah, I remember seeing that original Ghost in the Shell years ago. Yeah, like at least 10 years ago or more. And then, fake. They totally top-deck that card. Anyway, I remember seeing it, and it was really cool. And then I saw like the Ghost in the Shell, the anime that they had on Adult Swim, and so this is double creatures. So there was the Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex and Ghost in the Shell Solid State Society. I remember watching them, and they were very cool. Okay, there we go. Now, what did they top deck this time? Was the series good? The series was definitely different than the anime in terms of, obviously, in one movie, they had to do a bunch of things, but in the... Okay, actually, let me just do this amazing strategy here, and then I'll answer you. I'm going to make a green creature with Trample, with Summoning Sickness, and then I'm going to mutate onto it because it can't even attack. It's going to give all my creatures a +1/+1, and we'll put it over, sure. And then that's going to be a whole bunch of creatures to attack with, and all of them have Vigilance, and they cannot block because they have Satyrs, and they're at 4 life. So hopefully they don't top deck anything amazing, but the tables might have turned. So anyway, the series was cool. It was way slower. Oops, that's GG for them. It was way slower in terms of... They had 20 whatever episodes to... they had like 22 or 26 episodes, and they had 2 seasons, I believe. So they had a lot where they could work on there. Standalone Complex, you remember seeing some of that. Yeah, that was with the Individual 11. Solid State Society. There was... Kuze was one of the main bad guy on one of them, and then the Standalone Society was on the other one, something like that. But yeah, I remember watching that first episode. Ooh, that's some pretty cool art. I remember watching the first episode of that on Adult Swim. The opening intro was amazing, the music, and the second music was also pretty amazing, and the closing music was amazing. It's just a pretty cool series overall. Yeah, the theme song. Okay, we got 2 wins in a row. Very nice. It's working very well. Let's pause for a little bit of change of the... change things up a little bit. Let's look at some possible decks to play with, to build. This is one that caught my attention. Mono Black Obosh Sacrifice. So it has a companion, as all decks seem to have nowadays. It's 3 plus Rakdos, but this is basically a mono black deck, so you never really have to pay the red mana. Obosh. All of your cards have to have an odd converted mana cost. or lands. And if a source you control with an odd converted mana cost would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that permanent. So it's like Torbran, but it's doubling the damage. Torbran adds a +2 to the damage, but Obosh is a doubler. Okay, then after that we've got Gutter Bones. That's a 2/1 that is actually doing 4 damage if it gets through. Knight of the Ebon Legion, we all know and love this one. It's a 1/1, but it can become a 4/5, and if it gets through with damage, it does 8 damage. Serrated Scorpioness is a plain old 1/2 for 1 mana, and when it dies, it deals damage to the opponent. Whisper Squad, so it's a 1/1, and it lets you go get more of those Whisper Squads. Haunted Nightmare, this is a new one, 3 mana, 4/5 with Menace. When it enters, target opponent puts a Death Touch counter on a creature they control. Also, you give your opponent a Death Touch. You give your opponent a Death Touch counter, but this has Menace. So if their stuff is dead, the Death Touch counter doesn't matter. But if they have one creature with Death Touch, this has Menace. Yeah, this is a 4/5 for 3 mana. Murderous Rider, it's the 2/3 with lifelink, or you do the Swift End to kill a thing. Rotting Regisaur, it's a 7/6 for 3 mana, and if you've got Obosh out, it's dealing 14 damage. We've got Duress for turn 1 to help wipe things out of their hand. Drill Bit, same thing for, well, here you take any non-land permanent. It takes 3 mana, but if you deal the damage, you can pay Spectacle, and it only costs 1. Heraldic Banner is the mana rock that gives all your black creatures +1. Castle Locthwain for card draw. Mobilized District, ooh, that creates a living land. 18 swamps. Sideboard, Disfigure to deal with all their little creatures. More Duresses. Shadow Spear to turn off Indestructible. I keep forgetting about this card because of the indestructibility negation of it. Cry of the Carnarium for a board wipe, and Murderous Rider for the full set. So this is a deck that I've never played before. I kind of saw it on the recent Good Luck High Five podcast. Megan and Maria were talking about it, and it seems pretty cool. So I think you know, on their deck on their podcast there, they were talking about this one. It seemed pretty cool. So I'm gonna see if I can build this deck at the moment, but let's see if I have enough wild cards for it. So I'm gonna grab that deck there, go into all of our decks and in import. So I'm missing some things. Let's first of all, yeah, this is not a complete export because it doesn't have Obosh. Which I have not collected yet. So, and it's a rare. That's not what I want. I want that as a companion right there. Okay, so okay, they put Obosh in the sideboard actually. So we'll remove it there. And then we'll see about, do I have enough wild cards for it? I do have the Rakdos sleeve. Whoops, I should probably switch back to the game. There we go. We'll select the Rakdos sleeve. So I'm missing Whisper Squad, and it's common, and I've only got 1 common wild card, and the Hunted Nightmares, 4 of them, and I don't have any wild cards for it, and Obosh also is rare. Then what else? Disfigure, Shadow Spear, Duress. I need 1 Shadow Spear, Cry, and Murderous. So this is pretty incomplete at the moment, but I can create an approximation of it in the meantime. I guess I will get 1 more Whisper Squad in here. for that one wild card. That nightmare, I can't do any nightmares. So what I'll do there is the, what's the name of that one Ravnica guy? Midnight Reaper? Yeah, that's the guy. Okay, we'll put that in there. We can't do Obosh just yet. We'll put the Murderous Riders in the main deck. So this is a close enough sort of deck. So it's missing pretty important parts of the puzzle, but let's just give it a quick play. Obosh obviously is the main thing that's missing, so let's see how this goes. So what other anime are people into at the moment? Did you hear that apparently Inuyasha's coming back? There's going to be a new Inuyasha movie or something. So if you're an Inuyasha fan, it's coming back. I liked Inuyasha. I have actually, these are the second editions, but I have the Viz manga, a few of the volumes. So I've got the Inuyasha Volume 1, second edition. There were the, I don't remember, we can look at it in a moment in our news break, but I think it's going to be a movie, not a whole series. So this is the 5th printing of this. But I'm pretty sure I was watching the anime, then I got the manga just to kind of read that side of it, because oftentimes on the books they have a little bit more story than what the anime has. But I remember seeing the first volume before Inuyasha got on American TV, that first volume. I thought it was interesting and I never bought it, and I should have, because I care about those things. But let's see what we got here. So they go first, where we get to duress them turn 1. And then it's a little slow, but we'll see that going. The other thing that I have here, which is an original first edition that I got at San Diego Comic-Con a long time ago, is Ranma 1/2. Love this series. So this is like before the manga explosion in the US happened. So the this is the old Viz, like thick. Let's see about this. This is the old Viz flipped or flopped American printings of this, and this is a first printing which I got at Comic-Con. Man, Steamkin. So you like the show, Sesshomaru? Yes, he was always very cool. Let's duress. I don't think they're gonna have anything good in to duress, right? Oops. Well, there's Embercleave, of course. So it looks like 96 to 200 ETA. What do you mean by that? 1996 to 2000, or what? I used to watch that a lot. Yeah, that was one of the early anime of the 90s also that I really liked. But the 2000 era. This is actually from 1993. Ranma 1/2 first came out like in 1988 or so, and then it came to the US in the 90s. So this is a 1993 printing of this, and from a thrift store, I think I bought the yeah, this opponent. I bought the from a thrift store. I bought the color. I bought the color one, which was from '92, issue number 1, and then this was the black and white ones. I'll just put this down over here. I don't want to reach out all the way over here and knock everything over, so let me do it the correct way and actually stand up. My opponent's so slow it doesn't matter. So there it goes there. Okay, so we are down to 12 mana. Mobilized District will actually help me block something, but at the moment, let's set up for blocking, and might as well see what's the last thing in their hand. It better not be an amazing top deck. There's a Torbrand. Okay, they top decked an amazing card, of course. So they're gonna play that Torbrand. Everything's gonna do more damage. So what do we do here? It's gonna be 2 damage right away. First strike, so might as well get that life back there. Yeah, this is game over. We're not gonna make it. That needs 4 mana to do its thing. This has a spectacle cost. Actually, it doesn't have a spectacle cost. But yeah, this is still game over. It had to be against a red deck. Anyway, let's move on because they're way too slow. And see if we can try that again. For a moment I forgot what mode I was playing. But no, this is just a regular free play. So does anyone have some manga books laying around there anywhere that you want to mention? Or what was the last one that you read? Let me randomly reach over here. Let's see, your favorite anime used to love to watch was Detective Conan. Also in the original Japanese, I believe Mitante Conan. Mitante Conan, I believe. That was the original Japanese name. Yeah, Detective Conan was really cool. I definitely enjoyed the amazing aspect of be some damage there, sure. Draws me a card. What else? Sarkin. Okay, that's the one I definitely have to take out. I'm gonna make a dragon. So hopefully they'll make their Planeswalker attack. Okay, that's actually even better. Because they will only attack with one thing. So what else? That looks really cool, actually, Narset in the red frame, because you just see her as that color. Yeah, this is just a complete Super Friends Planeswalker action here, so that's fun. I'm gonna go for it here to bring everything out, and I know it's all gonna get wiped away, but yeah, and I'm not even gonna be able to draw my card off of the Reaper, so I'll probably just quit this game. If they do a board wipe, I'm gonna quit. They just have it too much under control. Too many cards, too much mana. Okay, so they're going to do an Ashiok to mill me. That doesn't matter at all. And then a Shatter. So, yep, let's finish that. No need to... You recently saw a couple of anime called Girls Last Tour and Made in Abyss. Both are pretty good. Saw the whole first season. I had not heard of those. So, thanks for sharing. Let's get back to this game over here. That Obosh deck is not fully complete, so it's not too interesting to play it just yet. After this game, we'll switch modes over to look at the challenges. Maybe we'll do the question of the day as well. Okay, so they're going to go first, but then I'm going to have my Bronzehide Lion turn 1. And then my Kahira turn 2, and I've got the Banishing Lights. So, battling Kiba, 918. That reminds me of the anime Wolf's Rain. There were the various characters there. Did anyone ever watch Wolf's Rain? That was a really cool series. I really, really also liked the... Oh man, we're going to deal with some freaking red junk. So yeah, Wolf's Rain was very cool. I also bought the... That's got double strike A. I also bought the soundtracks. I really liked the soundtracks. I bought both of the soundtracks. One I bought at Suncoast. Remember that? Yeah, Stray and Gravity, exactly. And Face On, and just so many great songs from that album. I play it so often. But I bought the first one from Suncoast. Anyone remember Suncoast at the Chula Vista Mall? Before they closed, so I bought that a while ago. And Wolf's Rain came out in the US, I believe, in 20... Okay, that's going to be double strike, so... I guess I'm fine losing that. This is going to get stronger, so... I'd rather that they lose it. So Suncoast, I used to love going to Suncoast. It was so cool with everything that they had. And R.I.P. Suncoast. Bought so many great DVDs and anime stuff, but I used to go there when I was like way more broke. So oh man, this guy, huh? So what are we gonna give them? Let's say it doesn't matter what they get here. So yeah, grab whatever you want. Do you want the removal or do you want the... Okay, they didn't get the removal. Very nice. So as for myself, I'm gonna give it a shot to do... Okay, if I lose... I don't want to lose any of my cats, but let's go with Kahira over here. Hopefully they'll just play out some of their creatures. Nope, this is gonna get killed. I see them looking at it. Okay, that's fine. Remember that other place? It was called... oh, I love the animation on that. Remember the warehouse. Remember that one? And the slogan, where? At the warehouse. Do I have enough mana for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have 7 mana, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 mana. But I guess what I'll do is I'll set myself up this way. I will be able to tap stuff. I will be able to tap stuff with my Kahira, but I don't think it's a big deal yet. They don't seem to be playing anything totally wacky, even though I did remove stuff. Yeah, Gilpack Tome, who cares? Yeah, that really sets them back a turn, so let's do this. This'll be fun. I get to tap your creatures, do a bunch of damage, and have my vigilant creatures still there. So first, though, let's... That was a misplay. I needed to mutate it. But I guess because the... of the art of it, I missed it. So that was, I was getting oopsed on that, but what happened? Legendary humans have indestructible, but then I removed the thing that gave it indestructible, so it was no longer indestructible. Okay, I'll take that. We'll be right back. Yes, no problem, we'll be here. Okay, so that multi-color thing. Ooh, okay, that'll be good. Let's just see about this. Whoops. Okay, so they got 2 Afterlight triggers. They still have a ton of stuff in their hand. What are they going to do with so much stuff in hand? And I've got my combo here in terms of... Guess let's tap a few things. Okay, I'm going to tap a bunch of their things. They probably won't attack. If they do, that's even better, because then they have one less thing to attack with. Now what I can do here is I can attack and then tap their final things, and I'm going to do 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. So this might be game over for them if they don't realize that. Because I can react to... Yeah, this will still be game over. Because I can react to my own attack. Now, how did that go? That went into so much life. So you gain 1 life for each vigilant creature. Okay, that's where that came from. If they hadn't gotten that life right there, I would have then took them out. Okay, what do we want to do here? I guess tap the 1 flyer. So everything gets a +1. Sure. Yeah, this is just going to be a slog. So, okay, GG, you got it. They have their hand completely full of cards, and they have their automatic gain life with their creature, and then they've got their +1 Lord and all of that. So that wasn't going to work out. Let's just go on there. So we'll just move on because who do we have online here? Bad Wolf MTG. Actually, I was going to say let's look at this other thing, but let's get to the next game. Shandolas is the opponent. They've been getting the you go first way more than me. They have their own Kahira. So let's see how the mirror match goes here. Well, that's gonna be a 2 whatever. Okay, so they're going to bring out their Kahira most likely right away. They might even have a Lurrus, although you usually want Lurrus as the companion. But let's see if they get greedy. Yep, they got greedy. Okay, so I get to exile that. It's kind of like Commander. You want to get your commander out as soon as possible, but people be greedy. Okay, as for myself, what am I going to do here? So, what do we want to do? Missing a land drop, and that's a Lurrus. So, they're doing the Lurrus deck that is just going to cycle everything perfectly, so that's also not a good matchup. It's a very oppressive one, so Lurrus is definitely hard to deal with, and why waste my time on such an uphill battle, so we'll go on. Actually, here's what I wanted to do. I usually just jump right back into the game a little too quick, right? So, the other thing that I want to do here is, let's look over here. Okay, so here's the latest Streamlabs. Here's the latest Streamlabs Stream Elements challenges. Here's one that I submitted. Win a normal playlist game with a light-themed deck that contains no red or black cards, or cards that have activated abilities. So I think I already completed that challenge. I've won a few times right there with this Kahira deck. So that got it. I need to submit the video in a little bit. There's another challenge over here for me. This is the opposite. Win a game with a dark-themed deck. So it does not have any white, blue, or green cards. So a black or red focused deck, and I'm going to do that one in just a moment because I have a mono black deck that would be cool to win with. Besides that, the other challenge, okay, the Penta win. Premier Draft. Okay, I have to play Premier Draft and win 5. That might be a little hard, but I claimed it. Besides that, it's the Time Challenge. So, yeah, let's see about trying to get this Path of Anger. That is the... I have a mono black deck, so let's just play a regular old game over here with mono black. Which is which? Okay, so let's see about trying to do this. Let's do this win with mono black. So I'll start off the video like this. Okay, so I'm trying to complete the Stream Elements Challenge, the Path of Anger. Play a deck with only black or red cards. I'm going to go with mono black. This will be mono black Devotion. Let's see about winning this one. So what does everyone in the chat think? Am I going to win? Is my mono black going to triumph? What do you think? I'm battling Ichestaro as the opponent. So I have the turn 1 Cauldron, the turn 2 Remorse, and then besides that the deck peters out. But the hand peters out. But the Anguish or the Remorse might be good to hold things off. Let's see what we get. Now we're playing against a bronze player and I'm silver, so that's either that the bronze player is very good and they're getting challenged against me that's already silver, or that means that my deck is very bad. Okay, they're gonna do with the mono. If they do the... This is going to be... Embercleave's gonna be in here, so if I can grab the Embercleave, this will be good, but that's gonna get hit by the Giant Stomp. Or maybe they're going to do some shenanigans with it. They'll probably do the +3/+2, whatever that's called, Cunning Rage. Okay, Ember Holler. Okay, not so bad. That needs mana to activate, right? Let's see what we can pull out of their hand. Nothing great. Guess what triggers me more is that little lizard, so we'll do that. Let's see if we can get a turn 3 play, or else we're just gonna be pretty slow. Are they stumbling on lands? You can play both of those and then start doing the bunch of damage there. I'm gonna do Thrill instead. Okay, because they want that land. Did they get a land? They got that land. That was efficient use of mana. Very good. As for me, that's a little too late. Okay, well... So they have 2-card advantage. Here's my 4th land, which will get me the Nightmare Shepherd. Hopefully then the things can survive. Okay, they have 1 card in hand. That's good. But that could obviously be that 1 flame for damage. At least if they try to do it to that, I can then eat the oven. I can eat it with the oven. And so they've got their Spewer. yeah, we're gonna have a great fun time here with the opponent forgetting to tap their own creatures. But anyway, as the opponent thinks about that, we can also do the question of the day. Let's check out here. Today is May 9th, and the question of the day is, let's see here, April, May 9th, in the year 2020. What do you want to postpone? So this is totally asking you to procrastinate about stuff. What do you want to postpone? Whoops, that something's going to happen here. So they're going to hit that spewer. They're going to hit me with the spewer, then play the thing to untap it and hit me with the spewer again. Or they might do something fun with that holler and then finish off the shepherd. That's exactly what they're going to do. So this is going to get like some kind of rage activated right here. Watch. So if they do that, then I can Witch's Oven. And okay, I guess their shock is going to finish out my shepherd. Is that a shock? It would be shocking if it wasn't a shock. That's one of those. Actually, this is way better because that spell is going to fizzle and they're not going to get that giant. So they do not get the giant. Spell fizzle. As for myself, I get my cat back and then Grey Merchant. And they're looking at all my food. It is tasty food, but you can't have it. It's mine. I had to cook a demon to get that. A Nightmare Shepherd. Nightmare Shepherd's pie. Whoa, I just figured something out. I wonder if they planned that in at Wizards of the Coast, because that's pretty meta. My Nightmare Shepherd was put into the Witch's Oven, which gave me a pie, a food token, which was a Nightmare Shepherd's pie. That's some good wordplay. Yes, opponent, you have the ability to do your thing. Next up, Grey Merchant. They'll do a little bit of damage there, just 4. They're gonna tap their spear, but then they're already down. You don't want to you don't want to do your spear when you're down. So reading the card explains the card. Okay, still doing their shenanigans. Nice. Let's get this Bolas Citadel doing fun stuff. Now, when the Citadel hits, it hits. But it didn't now, because of course that's a land. Anyway, let's attack with this. Clearly they will not block. They want their big brain play to do their 1 point of damage, which is getting them closer to death. Yeah, that's kind of obvious, right? They have 5 mana, 2 cards, and they have 6 mana, 2 cards in hand. What else do they need with 6 mana? They don't have like some big hasty creature, so let's get this cat party started here. Yep. The cauldron, we put out a little bit of cat food in the back porch, and it comes back. On my turn, we've got Bolas Citadel, plenty of land, plenty of life. Let's see if we get some good stuff off the top of the deck. Come on, no whammies. Okay, they seem to be shields down. I think they forgot what they had here, so this is game over because we can just recur our Gary. Welcome back. Cats. Well, this is the mono black devotion deck. I'm trying to complete the challenge for the day. But welcome, how are you doing? You're just in time to answer today's daily question. What do you want to postpone? There's like so many deep questions in this book. And this one is all asking you about procrastination. So, what? Okay, I'm going to kind of change things up a little bit here. I'm going to cut each of these to like go for turn 1 Shriek, even though that's going to hurt me. Homework, exactly, that's the easy answer. Postponing homework. What's the most pressing homework that you've got to deal with at the moment? Or should we not talk, school stuff when it's not school? I have to do a bunch of stuff that I need to procrastinate for. So Monday I've got a bunch of stuff that I've got due for various jobs that I work, and tomorrow's going to be my big day to catch up. I swear, this whole year, 2020, and even like towards the end of last year, my plate of stuff to do just got started to add up so much. I remember that like both my Saturday and Sunday were like completely free to goof off. And then, yes, exactly, it's magic time. No homework talk right now. And so I really feel that this whole year, which we're already at the 5th month of the year now, that's like almost halfway through the year now. Where does time fly, you know? But this whole year I really felt like by weekends, I don't have weekends free like I used to. I used to spend the weekends to make like some cool videos ready for the next week and such. And now it's like, well, for tomorrow, I already know that I've got several things to grade. I'm a teacher as well. And so I've got to do a bunch of grading, and on the side, I've got to find the time to do a magic video. Yep, let's change the subject. Here's another question of the day. How did you start your day today? I started the day, I had a kind of a late breakfast, but I made some lasagna. I teach various computer classes, so I teach web design, social media, SEO, app programming, animation, so just a bunch of tech classes. I've always liked tech stuff growing up, and the path that my life took was all that. You baked a cake for your dad's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to your dad! And that cake sounds cool. What kind was it? Let's name all our favorite types of cakes. Pecan cake. No, that's pecan pie. I like pecan pie. Is my cat about to get torched? Cheesecake. I like a good cheesecake. What other kinds of cakes? Black Forest cake. So there's a local casino. It's not that local. It's like 40 miles away. But yellow cake. But there's a cake there's a buffet at a local casino that I really like. So it's a Black Forest cake. It's just so good. So what do we get to get rid of? See, that's what I was worried about. Infuriate. But let's get rid of Anax instead, because that one's gonna get wacky. And yellow cake with strawberry frosting was your cake. German chocolate cake. Yep, German chocolate cake. I think that's what I'm thinking of, actually. German chocolate cake, or is it Black Forest cake? I think it's German chocolate cake. That's the one that they have at this casino. So it's pretty great. Okay, so next turn, they will probably summon their goblin, that big old orc or whatever it is, and then eventually put on that 3/2 spell onto it. But I'll be able to block with my cat and then get some value out of the Reaper, and then I'll have the Shepherd out. So they're kind of running out of cards, but Let's see. Let's see about this. So they're gonna attack. They're gonna give that a +3/+2, but I'll just let my cat get. I'll just let my cat get it, unless they have one more hidden card there. So the Spear Spewer is good, but when you've got an advantage, and they're a little too close. We're a little too close with life. Well, that's gonna get torched. I'm so paranoid. As soon as they look at my cards, I already think they're gonna kill it, but that usually happens. So they're looking at their own card, so probably they will do the +3. Which is fine. Watch how I mess with their mind. I'm going to act like I'm going to block here, but then I'll block with the cat instead. They didn't do the extra Infuriate, eh? Okay. That's a thing. They can still tap their Spewer. That gives me just my next land. What else are they going to do? Okay, actually I want that. Let's get rid of that huge threat. Yeah, that Bone Crusher Giant does a lot of good stuff. So I probably could have attacked. No, they would have done the Infuriate, so let's see here. If I get my Grey Merchant, that'll be nice. Another Spear. Passing. Okay, acceptable. Yeah, let's set up for Nightmare Shepherd. You have to read that and triple read that. Okay, 9 life. No, you cannot tap that at the moment. It has Summoning Sickness. So this is 5 mana for them. They have that instant spell. My Nightmare Shepherd is not legendary. Now what I could do is bring out my Murderous Rider to do a little bit of life gain. I'm going to do it that way, sure. I'm going to try to combo here. Light up the stage. Okay. So that flame is not good. Two-one first strike. Well, I guess I'm just kind of used to playing with very high-level people, so I have to be kind about newer players, I guess. But why did it pair me with a bronze player? Their deck is okay, but you know, it's taking too... It seems like they're a beginner player because it's just taking quite a while. Hey there, welcome back, Stevie. I'm trying to complete this challenge of the Mono Black. The Mono Black challenge. Ayara is cool. Let's bring in Ayara to gain a little life. So obviously I don't want to... If the timer's telling you, then the timer's telling you. Okay, so that at least will negate a little bit of the damage there. Then I'll do the 4 damage in the air. Yep, that's a flyer, so unless you can make your Grim Initiate jump, nothing will happen. So we're both at 8 damage. Here they'll attack with that Initiate, put a +3 onto it. If I can get my... third land, I can play 2 creatures at once and gain back some life, and then we'll be okay, because we're going to get that double damage from the Spewer. Okay, that's a 4/3. I have 4 life left. They're going to do 2 more damage with their Spewer, but then... if I can get 1 more land, I'll be able to play 2, like I said, 2 cards at once. Good, okay, 2 cards at once. So let's play that to give us back some life. Okay. I'd rather play this for a little bit more life. Then I'll attack with that Shepherd in the air, and if they still want a Spear Spewer, that is going to do its thing. Yeah, it's very close, isn't it? We both have 6. We've been going back and forth. They had 8, I had 8, I have 6, they have 6. It's 10 o'clock already, okay. Remind me after this match I need to do my thing. So, there's going to be damage in the air, like that. And actually, this is not game over, but it's gonna get them even closer to game over, because if I can sacrifice my own creature, bring it back to life like this, I will then make Ayara do the damage again, like this. So I still get that 1/1, but then it does 1 damage from Ayara, and they have 1 life, and hopefully they don't replay. They don't do their Spear Spewer because it damages us both. Okay, they didn't, so they know what to do. Okay, so 1 to 7. As long as all I have to do is summon a creature, and they're done. So let's see what happens. With mono red, they can do the thing that does 4 damage to everything. Storm's Wrath. That'll kill everything, but then they'll be left with 1/1/1, and I'll be left with nothing. I have 2 blockers, which also give me life. They only have 1 attacker. Uh-oh. Okay. I guess good game, because they don't have a flyer. And this will give me some life. They'll probably add the... They might have that their final +3. Their +3. Okay. And that gets me life. Okay. So... this might be game over for them, so let's just do it by summoning a creature. There we go. Okay, Ichestaro, good game. That gets me up to the next level right there. Ooh, love that. And that completes my challenge for the mono black. What's it called again? Let's switch over to the challenge name. It's the Path of Anger. So I just completed the Path of Anger challenge, which is win a normal game with a dark-themed deck that contains no white, blue, or green cards, or cards with activated abilities in white, blue, or green. So yeah, mono black I think will count, and that's going to be my submission to the challenge. I'm pretty sure I already completed the challenge before, but let's give it a shot with one more here. I haven't submitted it yet, but here's the opposite. Path of Compassion. Play a non-black or red deck. And I have plenty of those, so I'm pretty sure I already finished one of those, but let's play that. So let's go with Kaheera. Okay, so this is VM Campos. I'm going for the Path of Compassion challenge. I'm going to play a non-black or red deck. So that's what I'm going to complete. How do you access the challenge? You have to be part of the Magic Creator Program. So you have to apply to the Creator Program. So where is that link for that? Let me see if I can pull that up. I'll put it in the chat. So Magic Creator Program Stream Elements. Anyone can apply to it. So I'll put the link in the chat there if you want it. Okay, here it is. So I'm putting this there in the chat. You can apply for it and then have these challenges to then win cool stuff, such as game codes for the community, game codes for yourself, and then just cool challenges to do. So let's see here. Balasanes is the opponent, trying to win with my deck. They have Lurrus. Ah, man, I'm not going to be able to win this. You know, I'm gonna cut this. I'm not going to be able to win this. Lurrus is overpowered. So let's start over. I'm not even going to try this. My deck is not equipped for Lurrus. My deck needs Leyline of the Void, which I do not have at all. So let's start that over. So I'm going to give a shot to the Path of Compassion and see if I can win with my Selesnya cat-focused Jank deck. Let's give that a shot and see how well we can do. I have no black or red cards in here. It's just good old peaceful white and green cards plus cats. We've got Kaheera, we've got Bronzehide Lion, we've got Frondland Felidar. So let's hear. Skylark 101 is the opponent. They have no companion. But maybe they have a bunch of great cards. I have to mulligan to 5, so let's see if we can come back from the brink. And yeah, wow. Okay. So had to mulligan down to 5 and still horrible lands. And I'm about to get Thought Erasure turn 2. So let's see if this is doable. Huh. Wow. Okay, so probably what's going to happen is I'm going to summon my Kaheera, and then they're going to murder it right away. Okay, well, I respect them for kind of doing something interesting. They're out-aggroing me at the moment. Ooh, I get 2 Kaheeras. So let's do this. Let's bring one out. If they murder that one, well, I've got another one. Let's see. I'm sure they've got some good removal, although they're missing their double black. So I guess what I would want to do here is They're only going to attack with their 3/3. I guess what I need to do... Okay, they're going to attack with their flyer. I guess what I need here is Cub Warden to make a bunch of little cats. This comes in as a 3/5 with Vigilance, with Lifelink, so that'll bring me back a little bit of life. Vigilance, Lifelink, plus a 3/5. So thank you, cat. I don't know if you were here last time, Stevie, and I mentioned that like the original art of this Cub Warden, I don't like it. I call it Ugly Cat. But this new alternate art is pretty cute and amazing. Let's see, what's my opponent up to? What shenanigans here? Uh-oh, there's murder right there on that Warden. Yep. So I guess... what do we want to do here? I'll have enough for... okay, I have enough for Vivian, actually, so I think I want a Vivian instead. Come on, little beasts. Come and help me out over here with Reach. So this will create a little bit of a blocking. They have only 2 cards in hand. Hopefully no more removal spells. Hopefully they don't notice that my Eternal has... I mean, hopefully their Eternal doesn't notice that I've got Reach. And there's that. Okay, well... at least that Eternal doesn't have Trample, so I'll still be able to keep Vivian alive. Can attack with everything, so... 2, 3 that'll be 3 damage in total, so I guess I can live with that. Plus a little life gain. Oh, I forgot to do the thing that I asked to remember to do, but anyway, let's I have 5 mana in total. 3, 4, 5. I can put out 5 creatures I mean, I can put out both Kahira and the Bronzehide at the same time. I think that'll be a better play, because even if I lose one of these, okay, if I lose my Kahira, I still have a 3/3. I have 2 3/3s. Hopefully they didn't top deck anything amazing. That's pretty good, actually, because they'll be able to make their 7/7 even larger. So, okay. That's okay. If you do that, that has Reach, so that's good. They get to blink. I'm sure they wanted to blink their other flyer, but okay, I guess they can blink their Reaver, and then that'll still make that an 8/8. That's fine. Okay, ooh, Cub Warden is good. So let's make some more big creatures. This time we'll put some Trample, and let's mutate to make some more critters. I have 1 mana for a fun trick there, so let's... yeah, remind me right after this to do my my alarm here. But this, let's see, so they've got an 8/8, and they want to hit that, but I can keep that indestructible. Plus 4 life on that. So I'm back to 19. And they have a flyer, okay. So they might blink that flyer to get more cards. That'd be good. That 8/8 doesn't have trample or menace or anything, so that's fine. I doubt that they'll attack. Now Vivian's minus is to be able to cast something for free. If I cast a big thing, I can get another thing which is smaller. But the deck's not fully set up for that, so okay, they're gonna blink that Seer. That's what I would do. That big brain combo deserves a nice. Let's just go for shock and awe. If I lose my Kahira, I still have another one off the top deck. Okay, actually that's way better. That is way better. So let's see if they don't have any troublesome instant. Okay, so I'm going to activate the indestructibility of the lion. They have no reaction. So then I'm going to do the 4 damage to that. And then do all of this good stuff here. Yep. The tables have turned. Although Cry of the Carnarium will totally wreck me, but I still have Vivian to make more, so not that bad. Or maybe they have that one Extinction event. That's the latest spell to kill everything at once. Commence the endgame, okay. You make a 3/3 and get 3 cards, sure, and then you get to blink your... flyer. Obviously I don't want to... okay. Whatever. So... oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot that they're gonna blink that, so I... guess we'll do that. So... just the usual here. Kind of have an overwhelming presence, so... guess if I lose that, I'm fine with that. And there we go, 12 damage. Or negative 12. And then they get there. Why did Thassa jump onto the battlefield? Like, it's too late for you, Thassa. Okay, so anyway, on our side, let's sideboard here. I guess what I want to do is I thwart the enemy. I have plenty of things to deal. Fight as one, Divine Arrow. It's just put one more thwart the enemy so that prevents damage. Thwart the enemy is really cool in terms of it's like a fog, but it only stops the damage from the opponent's creature. So my own creature would still do damage back to them. So it's going well so far. Okay, so I have the removal in the Banishing Light. Good. I have the Bronze Hide. I have King Caesar and my own thing. Okay, I just need the mana for it. I should be able to get the mana. Okay, there's that mana there. So, okay. Turn 2 Bronze Hide, turn 3 Kahira. They're going to do one of those. Fine. I'll get my own 3/3. Next turn that becomes a 4/4 with Vigilance. We have 3 for Murder. Let's see, when will they murder? Or are they just going to try to build more of an army? That got to like a 10-10, right? Okay, I'm gonna do one of those. That's good, actually. 2-2 plus... Plus, what do you call it? Okay, so... I will deal with these things in due time. Probably be okay here. If they do murder on Kahira, well, I guess that's okay. I can bring out another lion. Double blocks A. That is acceptable. Ooh, quadruple blocks. Fine. I will take out your thing that gives it all hexproof. This dies, and then it gives my Kahira indestructible, if I can pay for it. So let's see if they don't murder Kahira while my shields are down. Okay, they're gonna contentious plans plus proliferate. Okay, that becomes a 3/3. That's fine. No attacks. Great. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Here is where I could just keep the cat party going. Three, 5 vigilance lifelink, which with 2 more 2/2s. Yep. Obviously, however, it's a house of cards. Because when the... Okay, this is 4 damage. Oops, they're going to do the... Oh, they're going to do a murder. I was going to say they're going to do that one, enter the God Eternals or something. That would have also been good. But I'm fine. If I get by 1 more green, I can start to do the Vivian action here. You know what? I don't even need to block that. That is not a green. Okay, fine. I'll do the... I guess unmutated... So I'll put out an unmutated creature. That could be... Okay, that's a Night Predator. That's a good one. Hexproof plus flying. And there's that. Okay, so... Sure. And I'm fine losing a... I'm fine losing my 4/5. They're going to lose their flyer, so that's fine. Okay. Getting a little bit of stalled on mana. They've got plenty of mana. I'm afraid of that one. Enter the Eternals. Okay, that's good. 5/5 flyer. They are shields down on that. Fine, I think the best thing to do here is the banishing on a big ol' flyer. Then I've got the fight as 1 to protect my 3/2. I really like that Night Veil Predator a lot. I like the art of it, the double mana costs, 3/3 flying Death Touch hexproof. Really fun. Are they going to triple block or double block? They don't need to double block. But final combat trick here with my final mana plus indestructibility. Okay, so I guess... Ooh, another Predator, nice. What do I want to do next? Ooh, I want to do that next. What do I want to do? Now let's go with a 3/3, because if this one dies, then it'll do its thing. So there's one less Death Touch critter to worry about. Okay, you don't really want to murder that because then I still keep it. Yeah, so they have read the card. They must say, but that's not going to work because my Death Touch is going to kill it. Indestructible means indestructible. So, but then that taps me out. Ah, they got all their Night Predators. They got them all. Well, 2 of them, I guess. Okay, so Conclave Tribunal, I guess that's... we'll just do it again here. Okay. Yeah, they can block with that Reaver. That'll be fine. Next, let's bring out a 3/5, which is actually a 4/6. I can't target that Predator, however, and they will pass. They will probably pass if they go shields down. Okay, so another Banishing Light. So let's go for it here. Just go with the sure bet. Three mana left. Okay, you better top deck something. It's gonna be 4, 5, 6, 7. That's gonna be 7 damage. But what we can do here actually is also tap them out. And now they have no blockers. 1 life. And then I do a little pass. Knight of the Ebon, very nice. This is still most likely GG. So that big one will get tapped out. And then that 2/2 gets tapped out. Now here's the amazing big brain play, because when it's my turn and I attack, I then respond to my own attack by tapping their final thing. And instead they're like, okay, GG. Well, there it is. There's the... oh, look at that. And it also goes up to the next rank. Amazing. So that was my Path of Compassion entry. Took a little while, but there we go. I played a game, and on the ladder too, with only the compassionate cards, the green and white cards. Got it. Okay, I need to take a quick little break. I will BRB. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. And we're back. So let's get back to this. I refreshed my drink. And just won another challenge. And we'll keep this party going. Does anyone want to see anything? Does anyone want to do maybe some one-on-one? Some verses? Some brawl or something? Anyone want to play anything? What are the challenges here? Time challenge. That's going to happen automatically. But let's do the Magic News. So we'll look at mtgdaily.com. Let's look at some Magic News for today. What's the new stuff that... well, I have to spell it right, I guess. Daily MTG, that's the place. I do not know what this other place is. Looks kind of cool, actually. But let's see what the... Okay, check it out right here. Here's some of the latest news. There's some brand new cards coming to Arena. I guess we'll look at it this way. So here's some of the latest news. Some new cards coming to Arena. Mythic, what's it called? Historic Anthology 3. So here's the new cards. Unburial Rites, 5 mana. To return your creature from the graveyard right to the battlefield. I always love those effects. Or flashback cost. So that means you can play this card again from your graveyard for that flashback cost and then exile it there. So you get 2 uses out of the same card. So if you've got 4 copies of the card, you actually can use it 8 times, paying the flashback cost. This card was first printed back in Innistrad. So Innistrad, which is, what year is that? 2011. So this card first came out in 2011. And we've got Tectonic Reformation, 2 mana. Each land card in your hand has cycling of 1 red. So this is great for the red players that they don't need a card at the moment, just cycle it away. Get rid of those cards to draw another card. Or get rid of this if they don't need this card. This is a new card. It just came out on Modern Horizons this last year, 2019. Gem Palm Polluter, 6 mana for a 4/3, or you can cycle it for 2 black. When you cycle this, you may have target player lose life equal to the number of zombies on the battlefield. Okay, so I see. You want to put a bunch of zombies on the battlefield, and then you want to cycle this card, and then the opponent loses life based on all those zombies. What set is this? I don't recognize that logo. That was Legions. Oh, that's vintage. Legions was from 2003. I sort of think about like anything past the year 2000 didn't use the old frame, but yeah, it did all the way until 2003. Legions. Classic. Okay, next we've got Krozen Tusker. Cool Kev Walker art. 7 mana for a 6/5 with cycling. When you cycle this, you may search your library for a basic land, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Okay, well, if you don't need a big creature, you can kind of ramp towards it. This is Onslaught, I believe? The original... What's the original printing of this? Onslaught, yep. So the old Onslaught art. We have Gem Palm Incinerator. It's a 2/1 goblin for 3, cycle for 2, also from Legions. When you cycle Gem Palm, hey, well, thank you for following External. I think I know who that is. So thanks for following. We're looking at some of the new cool cards coming to Magic, and then we'll get back to some gameplay. So how are you doing? So the Incinerator, it's a 2/1, you cycle it, you may have it deal X damage to target creature. Okay, so this one is based on goblins. The other one was based on zombies. Momentary Blink, 2 mana. Being safe at home, yes. Playing some Magic, hanging out with people, it's all good so far. Exile target creature you control. Oh, this is a Blink card, or you can flashback it. Roar of the Worm, that art is pretty cool right there. Create a 6/6 worm creature token and then flashback to it again. Oh man, Chainer's Edict. This is some of the most violent art I've ever seen. Look at that. That little centaur character is totally gonna get butchered. Wow, it's the most violent art of Magic ever. Target player sacrifices a creature, and then you can pay 7 later to bring it back. Okay, what else? Devil's Play, Silent Departure, Ratchet Bomb. People love that one. Tap it to add a counter, tap it to sacrifice it, destroy each non-land permanent. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You charge it up and then you have it destroy something. Oh, Swan Song. Someone did a Swan Song on me in one of the Commander players back when we could play in person. Countered my spell. Ancient Ziggurat, Maze's End. Oh, the Maze's End is the alternative win condition. They brought back all of these shrines. Honden of Infinite Rage, Life's Web, Night's Reach, Seeing Winds, and Cleansing Fire. I love the art on the Honden of Infinite Rage. And then the Night's Reach looks cool too. Mirari's Wake, they're printing that. All your creatures get +1, and then when you tap your mana, it doubles your mana. That's not broken. Chroma's Memorial, 7 mana to give all your creatures flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, and protection from black and red. Epic. And then finally, the Phyrexian Obliterator, 5/5 for 4 mana and trample. And better yet, Ulamog, Ceaseless Hunger. It's a 10/10 indestructible. And then it exiles 2 things, and then when it attacks, defending player exiles the top 20 cards of the library. I'm going to play this card so hard when it comes out to Arena. 10 mana shouldn't be too hard to get to. So anyway, let's get back to some gameplay. But these were the latest cards that are coming out very soon. When do these drop? When do these drop? Historic Anthology is coming when? Doesn't say when they're coming, but okay, they're coming. Let's get back to the gameplay. So how's everyone doing so far? Having a good night so far? Have anything fun to eat today? I made myself some lasagna. It was very tasty. So I just won. What did I win here? Emergent Ultimatum, very nice. Okay, let's get back to the Festival of Mana. We've got 3 wins so far. Let's keep this streak going. With Kaheera, my cat deck, they will all cower before it. When it works, it works. When these cats add up and be vicious, it works. But sometimes the opponent isn't playing fair Magic, and then it doesn't fully work. So let's see what we get. Okay, so they go first. I get my turn 1 Bronze Hide and my turn 2 Kaheera, and then Vivian eventually, so I think this will work. Although, can you corroborate in the chat, those of you who have been hanging out for a while, I have not gotten a chance to go first this whole time. Uh-oh, there's a bunch of ramp happening here, eh? So, let's set up for a turn 1 3/3. Next turn, it'll become a 4/4. However, they will have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 4 mana right now, so that could be a questing just do the indestructibility. That becomes a 1/1. Oh, actually, it gets stronger. So, whoops. What do we deal? How do we deal with that? Okay, that's it. It gets stronger. I should read the cards before I do my thing. And that's a Vivian. Oh, that's a Nissa. That's not so bad. I can totally block that. If a creature would deal combat damage. So that needs to get exiled. And that's a druid. Fine. Do not care. Come on, my exile. Perfect. Perfect. I don't care if your thing gets bigger and bigger, because obviously that happens. Next, let's take out this Planeswalker. And then summon our own Planeswalker. Yep, you definitely want to save it, but that's not going to do anything. Next up, let's make some beasties over here. Guess I'll be safe with... Bring one out with... nah, we'll do Trample. So they have a lot of mana. They could still be trouble here. That's a lot of mana. I think they're going to bring out a huge creature then. As long as I get my other exile spell, I'll be okay. And they're probably going to bring a huge Hydra. If it doesn't, as long as it doesn't attack as soon as it comes, then I'm fine. It seems to be a 9 mana. They might as well crack their final treasure for 10. What are they going to do? The Great Henge? I don't think so. Okay, there's one of those. So they'll probably have it fight. What will they hit? Well, I've got another Kahira, so I'm okay. Oh, they didn't. Fine. And it has Trample. Okay, that's a little problem. Let's make more beasts. And with Trample. So I guess what I want here is... I want to take out that Planeswalker, and I'm fine if I lose 16 damage. Let's see if they go for the Planeswalker instead and lose a turn. Alright, that's a big one. What are they going to do? What are they going to do with a 16/17 trampling creature? But at least they got their Planeswalker. I have so many exile spells that could really help me here. And that's got hexproof, so that's nice. Fine, they get to go get a land. Let's see, do they value their opponent or do they value the plane? Okay, they value their opponent. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's only 11 damage. Wait a minute. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's still not enough. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 15. So close. 15. Okay, well, I guess I'll at least absorb 4. So I don't think I can do 16 damage in one turn. Oh, but I can do that. That's a good top deck, I would say. That is a good top deck. So that deserves a sorry, and then I have a full field of unblockable. Whoops, I set my Kahira out. Oh yeah, it has hexproof. So top decking a Kahira. Anything else on their side? Another big ol' Hydra. Okay, I need to exile that as well. They're good gaming me, so are they giving up? Because I'm not. And I will set up for some life gain. That will be 3 life gain. And they lose their will to live. Okay, that's fine. GG Azufriel. Once again, when the cats get rolling, they can get pretty vicious. They had a lot of good cards on their side, a lot of strategy. Thank you for that. They had a lot of good strategy on their side. They had some huge creatures, but you know, when I top deck that amazing removal, they lost their will to live. Here I got a Sunblade Angel. I like that card. I have plenty of them already though. And then we got the Dirge Bat art. I like that. What do you all think about that art in this new alternate art? They're calling this the comic book art, but the official name of it is the Showcase Style. What does everyone think about it? It's not the style of Magic cards anymore. Magic now is way more realistic. This is a much more cartoony, graphically designed style of it. It's the comic book art style. Some people call it the monster movie poster style. Next up, it'll be an Everquill Phoenix, and then after that is a Gemrazor. So let's see if we can keep it going. 5 wins. I notice Mark hasn't been able to join on the stream. I guess he maybe had family stuff going on, but shout out to Mark in New Zealand. And thanks to everyone hanging out so far. Stevie and Chance, External, etc. Again, I'm playing another match and I'm not turn 1 again. So I really think there's something weird here. Just the luck of the draw, right? The RNG. I have not had a chance to go first at all this whole sequence. Now watch this. I discovered a secret thing on this playing ground. If you, yeah, Mark's not quite here at the moment. So if you tap on these crystals, they kind of sparkle really nice. If you tap on the floor, it's just a normal tap. But if you tap on a crystal, they sparkle. That's cool. But then, ooh, Clamor Shammer. Is this going to be a problem? Nah, it's just a 2/2. So I guess I'll set up with the Divine Arrow. That's 4 mana. Actually, I've got 4 mana. I guess I'll set up a 3/5. They might also, however, have the... they'll probably have the... that one Infuriate card. Okay. That's a big one. Fine. Let's play this game. Get back some life from this 3/5. So Clamorhammer, what does it do? Whenever it attacks, target creature cannot block. Okay, I see. They're gonna go that route. So I can start making some beasts. Let's bring out a 3/3. That'll give me more life. I don't quite need life, I need blockers. So one shaman, probably a big ol' haste dragon is coming at me. Or will a Gruul player actually hold back? One attack. Uh-oh, I think they will have a combat trick here. So they really want me to block with that, so I guess I won't, and then they'll do their combat trick to finish off my Planeswalker. Guess not. Okay, that's fine. So much to do, so much mana. Okay, so guess what I want to do here is bring out my Bronze Hide and then mutate it. That comes in as a 3/5. I'll send in 2 beasts. Well, I guess only 1 beast. I guess I'm okay if they have a combat trick against my other beast. My other Cub Warden, I mean. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I get 3 life off of that. They have 2 cards in hand, plenty of mana, but their deck seems a little aggro. They could have, like, Storm's Wrath or something to wipe the board. Oh, and raise. Okay, that's good enough. Vigilance, Trample, Haste. Everything else gets +2. Okay, that's a good one. So what do we want to do next? After this attack, I'll send the... yeah, just send everything at it. I don't care, because I have other ways to wreck them. So what are they going to tap out? Plus they get that. Okay, yeah, so that's kind of a lot of... oh yeah, everything gets vigilance. Okay, yeah. So anyway, let's deal with these things. And that's not enough for a Kahira, but that's enough for other combat tricks. I think what I would rather get rid of is the Clamorhammer. And a bunch of stuff gets through. I'm at 26 life, they're at 5. They have 6 mana, and they're GG. X-Mad Lad, X-Mad Hatter, what is it? XL Mad Hatter LX. So, okay, GG. Once again, these cats doing their thing. Next reward, let's crack this open. Ooh, look at that Everquill Phoenix. Pretty epic, lots of fire, lots of feathers and such. I like it, I like it. Let me take one more quick break, then we'll be back one moment. Alright, we're back. Let's change segments for a moment over to the art of the day. Let's look at some recent art that I drew here. So actually I already showed this before. Let's jump over here. What have I not shown? Oh yeah, this. I drew this. This is, what's his name? From that one band from Cypress Hill. I believe, is this DJ Muggs or Sendog? I don't remember. Obviously, Be Real is the most famous member of Cypress Hill. But for April 21st, I drew this. And I like how it came out. So I did use a reference. I saw his picture and then I drew my own version of it. So this is using HB pencil, most likely, to first get the details. Then I did like a really heavy outline. Kind of wanted that style. And then I shaded it with the 7B pencil. So overall, I like how it came out. Like the shadows. I think it came out pretty well. So then on the day before that, for April 20th, I drew then Be Real. Didn't finish it with ink, I just went with pencil, and it's pretty minimalistic. Actually, I remember I did clean it up slightly. But yeah, that's just... so he's the main singer of Cypress Hill, that Insane in the Membrane song. I thought it was fitting for April 20th. And so, yeah, I think those came out pretty well. So those two, I guess, to complete it, I should have drawn then the third person in the group. So there's Be Real, Sendog, and DJ Muggs. See anything cool that I haven't shown recently? I think I showed these before. There's Dot from Animaniacs. Kind of like how that one came out. I thought the black tones came out really nice with that pencil. She's off model. It is not like how the original's supposed to actually look. It's close enough. And I kind of like the ears came out cute. And then the little flower. So I thought that kind of liked it overall. I can definitely see here that the brush is definitely falling apart. Like I've been saying for a little while now, I need a new brush. See how it's kind of on that edge, not so good. And let's see what else. So that cat, there's a little robot thing. This is for WALL-E Part 2. Don't rip me off, Disney. And this is like Evil WALL-E. This is Wallow. You have WALL-E the good one and Wallow the bad one. He's got little pincher claw things and just a weird little expression. So that one is sketched, and then on top of the sketch is the brush pen. Here's like a bounty hunter, Samus-esque character. I think it's a little too basic. The outfit's not that great. Just went with like these like stripy things. I think the feet look a little too much like huaraches, you know, like sandals. And shading is minimal. I like the hair. I like how the hair came out kind of flowing, and then like a mask. I think the shoulders are a little too broad, but it's good overall. It's okay overall. Yep, so that's some recent drawings that I did, and let's get back to some more gameplay. Let's see if we can get the final win off of this. This will be the GemRaiser style. So I think I've been doing very good. I think I did lose a little bit. This is so funny. On my latest... okay, well... I'm gonna get free land, so I guess it's not so bad. We'll go with that. But again, through all of this time, I had not gotten first. Anyway, the question right here at the moment is, who do you think is cute? That's the question of the day from May 8th. Who do you think is cute? They're obviously gonna do their super powered... they're going to do their super-powered Ajani's Pride Mate over here, so we definitely need some removal. But anyway, this... who do you think is cute? Like, what is this, like, high school... you know, what's the name of that... exactly. What's the name of that, what's the name of that, when you had these books that you would write funny things. Oh man, okay, here we go. Banishing Light. I'm about to end this player's whole career. Because they thought, you know, turn 1, I'm going to summon 2 mana, I'm going to summon 2 Life Givers, turn 1. Turn 2, I'm going to summon Ajani's Pride Mate, and from there, step 3, Profit. But I completely exiled it, and it's like, who cares? And then they had their man, that was a misplay. Whoops, you should have played your creature. Let's give them an oops. They should have played that creature, then dropped their land. Oh no, they're gonna rage quit. I'm sorry, but you're about to see this person rage quit. They're investing so much effort to make this Pride Mate huge, and here I am just totally sniping them. I see my stream on YouTube is pretty... my stream on YouTube is pretty delayed. Okay, Angel of Dawn, whatever. Yeah, that would have been so amazing for you if you had your Pride Mates. Now, it would be amazing for me if I can get more lands. Even though I'm getting free mana, I still need more. So, let's see. There we go. So this will get me a 3/5 creature. Next turn, I can get the Cub Warden. Now, there's been so much action going on so far, and life totals haven't even changed. Well, for me, they've got 29 life, of course. But let's see what happens here. Black, red, green, and white mana. Okay, that's fine. It can still do its thing, though. So what do I want to do? I guess what I'll do is, if I get a land, I can summon my Vivian. Yep, there we go. And then we start to make a bunch of beasts with reach. So GG. This can't block. Okay, can't block. That's fine. Can't block because... oh, and then the activated abilities can't be activated, so never mind. I could have put Vigilance on it, and then that would have been some tapping, right? Okay, so what's the opponent up to? 28 life. That is a flyer. They might not notice that I have a reach creature. Actually, do I even need to block it? Because it'll still live. Yeah, I don't need to block it. Because then I have an attacker. Let us mutate onto this. Make a bunch of critters. And then we'll see how the mighty have fallen. That's a 3/5 with reach with a bunch of ugly kittens. Guess they can pacify it. It looks like that's sort of their tactic there. Demotion or pacify. You've got to go for the... Now, a better tactic there, the Lemur Master, if you're watching, you should block with your Soul Mender, plus it also gets life. Goldmane Griffin... That is like the Planeswalker. That's the Planeswalker deck card. Props to you playing the Planeswalker exclusive cards. Now don't tell me they forgot to put it in their deck. So Stevie, how have you been? Have you been doing some cool, game rendering and so forth? Uh-oh, they're about to attack, but they forget that I have reach. Plus life gain. I guess the next thing to do here is to do some Kahira tactics. Make some more flyers, reachers. That's a big old 4/4 with reach. There's a bunch of creatures attacking. Ah man, I should have made it even more epic by tapping my ugly kitten so they have no blockers at all. Good game. So the opponent is like, they have 23 life. And the good game, because yep, cats are vicious. And so, yeah, that's the Dreamshaper Shaman. That's it. That's the Gem Raiser. The event is complete. I got every single reward. Now, I remember I was about to play against a Lurrus deck. I don't remember if that was in this event or a different event. So I think I went 5-1, or maybe 5-2. So, yep, that went pretty well. I guess I'll start wrapping up soon. I've been streaming for 3 hours now. Who else is there in the chat to keep it going? In terms of art, both Bolrac, Lancashire, and Knight of the Ebon kind of look God of War from afar. Yeah, that might be maybe a little bit of where they got their inspiration from, so that's a good point. So how are you doing so far, Gabe? I'm not keeping you up too late, am I? Re-innovated is my opponent. Got a hello. And then I have to then do a duress. Sorry about that. So, what do we get to do here? Elspeth Conquers Death is a good one to get rid of, but I guess that'll really wreck them there. I'm a little behind in terms of I can't do anything until the next turn, even though I've got so many turn 1 plays. Ooh, that one's a good one. A 7/6, but I don't know if I want to bring it out right away. So they're gonna do their, what do you call it? Guess I'll bring out my Reaper. So that Elspeth Conquers Death was one of their most important things. So speaking of anime, if we look back at our anime history, the movie Akira, well, it was a manga first, but the anime Akira takes place in 2019. Well, it takes place in 1988, I believe, and then it takes place in 2019. So now that -3 won't kill everything, right? Yeah, they're gonna try to witch's vengeance against one thing. So yeah, you got one thing. Very nice. Anyways, let's start to set up something here. So yeah, Akira, it takes place in the year 2019, and it also had predicted the that Tokyo would have the 2020 Olympics, which it does have it in real life. And then, uh-oh, they're about to hit me for how much? 4? Yeah, well, I have this activated ability that does its thing as well. So that's nice. And they have a prince. So I guess what I want to do here is take out that prince. Kept something on top, eh? Okay, so let's take out a blocker. Go in for an attack. Now, they could have a Shatter the Sky, right? They'd have to top deck it. They'd have to top deck it, but they did leave something on top from that scry. Now, is that enough for that ultimatum? That's 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to be 7 next turn. Whoops. That ultimatum's pretty cool. Okay, well, got a nice on that. So they're gonna cast their ultimatum next. I gotta read that 5 times. Search your library for 3 mono-colored cards with different names. An opponent chooses one. Shuffle that card back to the library, and you may cast the other cards without paying their mana cost. Okay, let's see if they're gonna get some sort of board. They're probably gonna get 3 board wipes. But I'm gonna then be able to summon 2 Regisars. So they're gonna get to cast 2 cards for free. That's pretty fun. So hopefully they get their most powerful cards. They'll probably, well, if they want to cast like a Hydroid Krasis. Uh-oh, what are they picking? Okay, there's the Shadow, there's the Sephara, so that's 3 mana. Okay, that's 3, that's 1, and that's 1. Okay, that's gonna kill all my things, so fine, I will let them have the... I definitely don't want them to cast Shatter the Sky. So here they will cast the kill spell. Oh, they're gonna cast that, okay. Well, they're gonna cast both, yeah. So everything of mine currently is that, but then okay, well, they use their extinction event. Yorion doesn't really do too much in this case, right? What are they gonna blink? I guess they're Great Henge. I guess they're gonna blink all of that, gain some more life, and then get the Henge again. But they can't cast... Yeah, they're gonna get the Henge back for free, right? Okay. So that's lethal for me, and obviously they shouldn't even block. Oh, They shouldn't have blocked. Well, anyway, why is that indestructible again? Oh yeah, everything gets indestructible from Safara. Now they're still dirtling around, just finish it, so you got it. No need to prolong it, you already had the issues. So Gabe, have you created that Untapped account yet? Did I ever mention that actually? Untap.in. I recommend that. Website for building Magic decks to play against, and totally for free as well. You can play 4-player. You can play 4-player, Commander. You can play all of Standard, Modern, Vintage, etc. You can take your existing deck right now and put it into Untapped. So I recommend it. I've been trying to give it a test run. Yeah, that'd be cool. We're trying to get a game of some of us in the okay, finally go first. In the club Discord, we've been trying to get people to do a game and record it and just like make it cool like all the other YouTube stars. Okay, so Winota is going to be a problem. Fourth land. What will I do with my fourth land? I can get a Johnny. Well, I can get the Huntmaster out. That's gonna make a bunch of creatures. Let's just bring out another body. Okay. They're definitely setting up for a huge number of Winota triggers. Aw, man. I doubt they'll attack with that because they're going to lose it, of course. Okay, well, I guess if you want to be that greedy. So, whoops. You should probably read your card before playing your card. So Akira predicted the Tokyo 2020 Olympics? Yeah, exactly. Back in 1988, it predicted it, that Tokyo would get the Olympics in the year 2020. But what also happened was it in the story, of course, you know, there's a whole like end of the world because Akira's coming back, so then the Olympics get postponed. And okay, so let's see what they get here. They're gonna get so many triggers off this Winota. It's gonna be scary. Let's see what amazing cards they get here. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. Okay, so how do we deal with this? That's indestructible. Why is that indestructible? Oh, great. Okay, so all that gets indestructible. What doesn't get indestructible is are these guys. So at least we've got the Conclave Tribunal ready. They're completely tapped out at the moment, and then I can attack, well, with only 2 creatures actually. And they're a little far from recast. Ooh, they let it get exiled. Was that a mistake? They let their commander get exiled. Other humans get a +1, eh? Aw, man. Never mind. Yeah, they had way too much action going on, and that's why they let it get exiled, because they were just going to be able to get it back. So exiling a Conclave Tribunal with a Conclave Tribunal is some meta gaming going on right there. Let me ask a quick question over here.
I was just clicking around at the speed of sound.
So we get to go first with some fun stuff. So turn 1 Charmed, turn 2 Caryatid, turn 3 Guardian Project. Okay, so turn 1 Stray.
We'll do that. Shadow. And you can equip them the turn after they come, like, you can turn 1 play a 2-drop Hasty Friend, turn 2 play and equip because of the treasure. That's not it. This is what to do. Hi! What decklist extensions are you using? VM Campos, it should show up on, Cardboard Live, like, just if you scroll over in the top corner. Because I'm really bad about getting my deck lists uploaded. But I think if you just scroll over to the side of the screen once the match starts, you'll be able to see what I'm playing. Also, take the deck list for playing this event with a grain of salt, because I'm just kind of pushing Cardboard around and having fun with it. No problem. So
I was just asking someone else that was streaming at the moment. People sometimes ask, like, what is, I mean, oh man, that's a great card, so I need to get rid of that right away. Anyway, I was asking someone about what extension they were using to show people's things. Now I know that's going to mutate right away, and then that's going to take out my Kahira, but I have plenty of mana to bring it back. And then I have my Prophet of the Priest, of the Peak, to do its thing. Let's see if this is a Goth. This Zagoth Mamba does its thing. Okay, Myth of Brokos will do its thing. It'll let you search and return stuff from the graveyard. It's really cool, like sort of these like alternative casting cost things. Okay. So what I can do next here, I guess I'll get a card draw. They won't block that because they want to do the mutate, and that's that. Okay, well, next up, I guess I'll do the, well, I guess I've got to do the Prophet of the Peak just to see what else is coming in my deck. They're going to mutate that, of course. I have no way to deal with it because it's got hexproof. I need to destroy the, I doubt they'll bring out their Kenrith already. But anyway, I need to destroy their I need to destroy that mirror, that shield, and then I'll be in business. And I have artifact removal, so I'll be okay. And one more removal. Okay, that's fine. I won't let it through. Anyway, that'll still... yes, such a fragile house of cards. One creature with hexproof. Sorry, you don't get your Sea Dasher. And I'm just totally whiffing on lands. Okay. But I would get to draw a card off of this. First I get to scry. I don't need a Smothering Tide this late. Take those away and draw me an Ajani. Okay, that's cool. Then I get to also do this and get a land, something off of that. Okay. I need that removal. Actually, what removal is going to work here? Shatter the Sky is going to work. And what else? Guess they've got another mutate trick up their sleeve. It's -2/-2, right? Yeah, -2/-2. So they have enough mana to summon that Kenrith and then make it do all of its amazing stuff like the haste and the damage and everything. Interesting. I guess they just want to be guaranteed that they've got a bunch of mana to do their thing. And I'm just getting all the mana that I could ever want. Okay, so... all of this has vigilance, so might as well. Yeah, mine's a 6/6. Yours is a 3/6. Math. Did damage, so I draw a card and another land. Whoa. Okay, so they're gonna have plenty of mana here to do their Kenrith plus haste plus the +1 or whatever. So let's see what they do here. All creatures gain trample and haste. Put a 1 counter on everything and gain life. Oh, they're gonna do a Vadrock on this. 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Okay, we're gonna hit Kahira. I'll have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this can definitely take out the huge creature. That's got double strike, eh? But not trample. Great. If this totally wipes my board, even just by the triggers, I am conceding, because then, yeah, it got me. So all I needed was my Shatter the Sky, and then it would have got them, but never appeared. You know, with a hex-proof creature that obviously my targets can't do it. I have plenty of ways to deal with it. Not plenty of ways, but I've got ways to deal. I've got to. You see, that's what I needed right there, or the citywide bus. Look at that. What is wrong with this algorithm that it taunts me about? Like, yeah, this is what you needed, but we'll show it to you in another game. Okay, so this has a Season of Growth and a Smothering Tide, but no ramp, and they quit because I guess they saw the name of VM Campos, and it's like, maybe GG. So maybe at this point, checking the time. Yeah, I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. I think this will be a good spot to wrap things up at. I think at this point, I want to thank everyone that's been in the stream so far. Everyone that's been visiting, Chance and Stevie and Gabe. Who else was around? External. Mark didn't seem to make it this time around, but shout out to him. Oh, Rickman was here as well. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming to hang out. Thanks everyone for coming to hang out on the stream. Really appreciate it when people come by. Reminder that a new episode of the podcast just dropped yesterday. I would appreciate if people check it out. Go to your favorite podcast app and just search VM Campos, and you'll find it there. There's 2 podcasts. Every Wednesday, there's the comic book podcast. So if you want to keep up to date with some comic books, that comes out on Wednesday. That's on episode like 215 or something. And then the podcast that comes out on Friday is the Magic podcast that I do, and that one I think episode 72 came out. So yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. Check out the YouTube. I'm gonna, I put YouTube videos out every week, and maybe the patreon.com/vmcampos. Just follow for free to be alerted to everything that I do. My comic book videos, my magic videos, cosplay, Comic-Con, etc. And at the $1 range, you get access to exclusive stuff. At the $2 range, I'll actually mail you some magic cards in appreciation. So once again, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. This has been VM Campos, and I'll see you next time.